heavy paperweights, bubbles in them, they're just glass, and Mum's going to use those to weigh down her homemade sauerkraut that she makes. She also picked up this one, which I saw but I didn't actually realize it was glass, and I immediately got distracted by a rolling pin, I think. But this was only $1, and it has all your cream, all your recipes for dressing for mushrooms, Italian dressing, Mexican, French, and Dagmar's dressing, which includes cream and fresh lemon and sugar. So I'll be looking forward to that, Mum. Garage sale finds. Found these. They're just wooden shelf brackets. So they were $1. I love the big price tags that they did for everything. I got this. It was less than $5 because in the end I just gathered up a whole heap of stuff and offered them $30. So this was less than $5. It's just a huge big flower pot. French, I think they're called French flower pots or something. Obviously you can put flowers in them, but I've seen people do walking sticks, which is a popular collection for vintage collectors. At the Red Cross, I finally was able to use my 20% off loyalty card. So I collected up a heap of stuff, Mum got a heap of stuff, and with 20% off it came to a much more reasonable price. But I was able to pick up this beautiful jug, which was $7 less 20%. It's just a really nice coloured glaze, really nicely made, no chips, no wear. It's beautiful. So while I was there, oh, this was Church Shop. Mum got that as a weight. I think it's the candle holder. It was 50 cents. She also found this at Red Cross, which is, I don't know if you can see with the lighting, but that's a type of stone. I forget what she called it. I think it's a type of coral stone or something. It was $5. We make jewelry and things, so she might reuse those for something else. We just noticed quality. We know if we bought those stones new, they'd be a lot more expensive. Then I picked up these this week. I found them at Vinnie's. This one was $6. Unfortunately, Vinnie's don't do a loyalty program or points program or anything. This was $6. Now lettuceware is highly desirable, and I actually looked at this once. I kind of got put off because it was a bit sticky, it needs a bit of a clean. Put it back, thought about it, went back the next day. Mum was like, where are you going? I'm like, I have to get this lettuceware that I saw and I left behind. And I was very lucky in that it was still there. And I even found these. So little salt and pepper shakers, again in the lettuceware style, and they're $5 for the pair, so $2.50 each. So again, highly desirable, collectible. They're not Carlton ware, but I think they're unmarked actually. So, but still really gorgeous. You can tell they're old. Oh, this one says Bordello Pinheiro Caldas da Rainha, made in Portugal. There you go. No one needed to hear me try and speak Portuguese, but there you go. So just the 3 pieces. I'll show a photo of those at the end with everything else. Now to go with that, while we were at Red Cross and why I was so happy to finally have reached my 20% off and be able to use the card in one transaction, was that they had this. This is Carlton ware, lettuceware, ceramics. You can read it on there. I did not pay $20 for that, it was 20% off. I paid what, $16 for that. It's quite large. And I've seen pieces much smaller than this for a lot more money than this at salvos and things like that. I recently just saw a little jug with that big with a little saucer, and they wanted $15 for each piece because it is Carlton ware, but I don't like it when op shops have things too expensive because they're not antique shops and they're not resellers, so that's what I think anyway. But this was $3 less 20% at Red Cross. Mum apparently found it and was thinking about getting it but put it back, and then I found it and I just thought it was super cute. Be careful not to break it. It was only $3. A gorgeous little stopper. Some cut glass detail on it. And I have another little vessel like this that I probably showed in the last video, so I can put them together in a bathroom, on a dressing table, something like that. So then I just got this bag at Red Cross in the kitchenware cutlery section. I wanted it because of this. Don't know what it is yet. I'll look into it. I think it's some sort of masher or whisker. I just thought it was cool with the wooden handle. Don't see many of these around. These are like blunt wire separators. Wooden handle. Got the whole bag for $3 less 20%. And it's actually got a can opener, which I don't know, I might give that to someone. And a really good Maxwell & Williams, still with the tag on it, pizza cutter. And I'm not sure, because I've packed all my stuff up because I'm moving into my new house and when it's built. Not sure what kind of pizza cutter I had, but I'm sure that's better than whatever I had. I once bought a Betty Crocker one and it broke from the first go, so I was happy to get this one. And then the reason we went to the garage sale was because I spotted this on the marketplace advertisement that they did. It is actually just broken. The mast is actually broken on this side, but you can't really tell. It was $15. I probably paid just slightly less than that because, like I said, I put a whole heap together. And I just thought it was really beautiful. It's extremely dusty. The dust is really stuck on. It's got a little damage on the front. There's a bird. But I just thought it was cute, and I wanted one for my son's room when we eventually get into our new house. And in the morning I was kind of undecided if I was going to go to the garage sale, and then I watched a YouTube video and the lady had done up a lake house and had one of these. Very similar, and then I was like, well, I'm going to the garage sale and I'm going to try and get that boat if it's still there. So I did, and I was lucky and I snapped that one up. Okay, so then more marketplace activity. Heavy. I picked up this. It is a Salter Staffordshire, made in England set of scales. It's actually got a really nice patina on it. It's a really nice colour. My friend picked up a green one of these, not the same brand, but very similar set of scales. At, I think it was a Salvo's. She paid $30 for hers, and it's very heavily painted with like a green paint. And what I like about this one is it's just black. It's probably original paint or colour, and it's got the brass. But still, it's original brass. It's very tarnished and it's very heavy because I have weights in it. It actually came with a lot of different weights. So in the middle of the night, about 6 o'clock at night, when it was dark, I went out to a nearby suburb and bought this from an elderly lady whose daughter had been selling it for her on the marketplace. And she thought I was actually going to use it, but I said I'm just going to use it for decorative purposes. But she said if I ever wanted to use it, that it was very accurate because of all the weights that it came with. This week, in a busy beaver, I went to the local little op shop. I think it's an animal welfare league op shop. This is $8, but it is a marble piece. It's a nice texture on it. It's not totally perfect, so that's what I like about it. It's nice and heavy. Beautiful piece. I wish they had a loyalty program, but they don't. At the garage sale, I also picked up this one. I actually got 2 of them, but when I got home I tried to put them out of the way and one fell down the back of a cupboard, so I won't be seeing that for a while. It was meant to be $2. Like I said, I probably just paid slightly less than that. It's for floral decoration. I just thought it was kind of vintage, and I can maybe put some dried flowers on it and put it on a door as decoration at Easter or Christmas. Also at the Red Cross I picked up these, a set of 2. They were $3 and $5. They have carving in the wood, Asian style. I had a nice lining, a mirror and a nice red lining. They don't smell musty, which is nice, and I just think together, stacked on a shelf, they would look really nice, and I like to collect wooden boxes. I also scored these at the garage sale. Squirrel and a rabbit. They're made out of some sort of ceramic. They were $1 each, so I couldn't pass those up. They're so cute. Shelf decor. Picked up these at, I think it was an op shop, Vinnie's, last week. Just nice, the 2 of them together, and they're pretty inexpensive, $1 and $2, so $3. And I like that they were kind of primitive from wood, and that they're birds, because birds are cute. At the garage sale I also found this. They're lovely little diagrams of different botanical flowers, the proper names. So I just thought that they were really sweet, saving me having to print anything up off the internet like that for potential frames and decoration. They're all in good new condition. I think they start to repeat after that one. So I just thought they were sweet. Very vintage. Obviously they're new reproduction, but who doesn't love calendula? Garage sale I also picked up these. That's actually ceramic. I asked the lady what she would have done with them, and then I decided that I would probably just write with like a ceramic paint something on the front, like the name of the room or a toilet, door. I just thought they were really sweet. You don't often see things like that around. They've got a chain to hang, and I got 2 of them and they were $1 each. Church shop this morning with Mum. Saw this in the case. Not sure if I've seen it before, but because we were actually looking at other things in the case, I picked up, well, I started looking at a few things, but who doesn't love a bell? And I'd also seen a ship's bell that was beautiful, brass, big bell that I wanted at the garage sale, but they wanted over $100 for it, so my compensation, that was only $2. At the same op shop, in the same case, we actually got some beautiful little set of mustard and salt and pepper jars. And the old guy really sticky taped them up well. Salt shaker. These I actually might resell because they're a particular brand. Gorgeous little salt shaker. And the plate that they sit on. So for $5 I picked up this, and it was trademark Crown Ducal ware, made in England, post-war Ducal. Lovely little roses and gold detail. I imagine it maybe had a little ceramic spoon, but that's missing. And obviously the stoppers gone from the bottom. but really nice, and I imagine I could resell that for a profit, so we might try and do that. I'll let you know how it goes. A couple of other pieces. Red Cross vintage. Oh well, I don't know if it's vintage. It looks vintage. I put it back because I didn't think it was vintage, but Mum grabbed that and it's actually really nice. It was $3 less 20%. And then I had just a couple of extra pieces. This I picked up at the little Save the Animal Welfare. I think it was $3. I think I got it for $2. I think they were nice. For some reason gave it to me for $2. Just a nice wooden bowl. This one is just a big ceramic hand-thrown jug. It's only $4. These can get quite expensive, and I know if you make them, firing them and the glaze and everything, and you know, the clay and then the work, it's not even worth it when you can buy one for $4. But nice colour to it. It's like a deep brown to a honey brown, and you can see the marks where it was turned on the wheel. So I just thought on a shelf that actually might be a really nice piece. Then we have another piece. Again, I just have appreciation for stoneware ceramics. So that was $6 at Vinnie's, I think yesterday. And actually the glaze is really, really cool. Don't know if you can see it, but just really beautiful glazing on that. It's really weird abstract pattern, but really nice colouring. Small, but nice, really nice. And with the other pottery and some other pieces I have, you can imagine that that would just look really nice styled on a shelf. Okay, then we have this one. I've been looking for swans. This looks a bit 80s reproduction, but we were at Ned's a week ago and they had things like this, and I did look at them and they're a lot more than $3, so I picked this one up. I think I actually noticed afterward it did have a slight chip in there, but you don't actually notice it. And I've not bought things before because they had damage, but I'm more sort of against buying things that have broken and repaired handles and things like that. Sometimes if there's just a minor chip on the inside and it's vintage, which this isn't, but I don't mind. I also picked up some receipts. This basket, it's copper. It was $5. There's handles. It's just a kind of nice organic oval shape, and I thought that would look cute in a pantry or even a bathroom. In the background, you might notice I actually have a huge easel. I picked this up for $30. Got a drawer, colour. Maybe you can see in the light, but it comes with this pull-out drawer, the palette, and it's a bit of a nightmare to deconstruct, but really pretty and only $30. We also collected a foosball table for my son and a rocket. So you stamp on a pump and a rocket flies up into the air, and that was only $2, and got this foosball for $10. I also collected ukulele for my son at the op shop. Which I don't know how to play, but I'm sure I can learn. So my son asked me for a guitar, so I talked with him about getting a ukulele instead. and then we found one, so I had to grab that. He actually found it, so it was even better. This was $4. Shirt shop this morning. I'd been thinking that I hadn't seen these around much lately, and if I had, they were at like Salvos for a lot more than $4. So I just like the patina, and I love the colour, that sort of vintage green, and it's chipping, so super cute kitchen decor, and I could actually use it. I also picked up these. I just like they were vintage, $2 a piece. They were at a cute little op shop, really little hidden gem that we go to. Picked up this one for $1. I like the price, and it is a little older than some of the other ones. I'm trying to get older ones. Then we have, I forget, oh, this is cute. Little deer. He's actually in fantastic condition. $3, Animal Welfare League op shop. I'm sure he's vintage, no markings. And I've seen little dogs and things like him, and I know that they're actually very collectible, so I'm going to start picking them up when I see them, especially if they're a reasonable price. And again, I don't mind if they don't sell, because I'll keep them because they're so cute. Then what we've all been waiting for at our little hidden gem op shop, I found this in the case, the glass case, at the counter. So I'd had an episode earlier in the week where I thought I had picked up some of this uranium depression glass, but it was actually just French glass, so they'd charged me $9 for it, telling me it was uranium. I had to return it. They wouldn't give me my money back on my card because I didn't have the original receipt, even though they remembered that I'd bought it that morning. So in the end I ended up having a receipt with $9 written on it that I have to take back and use as a credit. So I'm not impressed with that op shop at the moment, but this made up for it, because I think almost the same day or the next day, Mum and I went to a little tiny op shop and found this one and took a gamble. It was only $7. We got it home, put the torch on it, and it lit up. So we finally found some uranium glass, and I probably will look into reselling this piece on eBay. That's really pretty, and you can tell it's old just the way the legs are. Oh, there is a chip in it. I didn't think there was any chips, but there is a little chip in the leg, in the foot. But I was just happy to find a piece for a reasonable price, so I leave some meat on the bones for anyone who wants to resell, because that's getting harder and harder. Prices are going up and up, and op shops are starting to think that they're antique stores. So I think even in this light you can see the fantastic colour. In addition, I also wanted to show you the kettle that I picked up last week for $20. It's $25, but the guy gave it to me for $20. That was out in Salisbury at a second-hand shop. Then Mum picked up these at an op shop. They're glass fish plates. She got all 5 for $5, or 8 for $5. So just cute fish plates, and she bought those because she also picked up these a few days beforehand, and got them. They were $2 each, but I think she got all of them for $5. 5 or 10, maybe it was $10. But so she has 2 sizes,